Alright, angles of polygons, page 393. And write this down, please. The sum of the interior angles of a convex polygon is n minus 2 times 180, where n is the number of sides. The sum of the interior angles of a convex polygon is n minus 2 times 180, where n is the number of sides. So let's create a little table, and one column, the first column, will be polygon, meaning the name of the polygon. Then we're going to have a column that is the number of sides. And the third column will be the sum of interior angles. And I'll show you how this works. So we're going to start with a polygon that's called a triangle. Does anybody remember how many sides a triangle has? 3. Very good. So the sum of the interior angles for a triangle would be 3 minus 2 times 180. 3 minus 2 is 1 times 180 equals 180. But you already knew that, right? I hope. That's the mathematical explanation. So let's try a quadrilateral. How many sides do you think a quadrilateral has? Good. So the sum of the interior angles of a square, a rectangle, a rhombus, a kite, trapezoid would be equal to 4 minus 2 times 180. And that is 360. You see the pattern here? Pentagon has 5 sides. So the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon would be 5 minus 2 times 180, which equals 540. Everybody see how that works? Okay, turn the page and look at the left margin of page 394, and I want you to get this in your notes. We're going to continue this. I'm going to continue the first and second column here, and then you can do the third column on your own. But we've got, after a pentagon, you've got a hexagon. And hexa has 6. Heptagon has 7. And an octagon has 8. After an octagon, you got a nona. A nona got 9. Then you got a deca. A decagon has 10. Hendeca has 11, and a dodeca, that's got 12 sides. Now that goes all the way down to, that table goes to an n-gon. and an n-gon has n number of sides. What that means it means that a 19-gon has 19 sides. Or a 21-gon has 21 sides. A hendecagon can also be called an 11-gon. Okay? In the book and on the quizzes, they typically use the names up to decagon. And then after 10 sides, it seems like they start calling it an 11-gon, 12-gon, 13-gon, 14-gon, whatnot. Got it? So if you know the number of sides, you subtract 2 from it, you multiply it by 180, and that gives you the sum of the interior angles. So let's do a practice problem. Draw a pentagon on your paper. Label the sides A, B, C, D, and E. Not the sides, I'm sorry, the vertices. And then angle A is 2x. Angle B is 142. Angle C is 2x. Angles D and E are both 3x plus 14. And you have to find the measure of each angle. You've been doing this type of problem all year with triangles. The first thing you need to know in this problem is what these 5 angles need to add up to. Okay? So the sum of the angles that's going to be 5 minus 2 times 180. And what was 5 minus 2 times 180? That was 540. So the sum of the 5 angles in this pentagon is 540. So if you start by combining, or we're going to write an equation, we're going to say that 2x plus a 3x plus a 3x plus a 2x, which is 10x, plus we got a 142, a 14, and a 14. And that is 170. So your 10x plus 170 has to equal 540. So now you can solve for x, substitute, and find the measure of each angle. So if you subtract 170 from each side, your 10x will equal 370. Divide by 10, and your x is equal to 37. So now you can find the measure of these missing angles. Alright, we're going to call it the measure of angle A is going to be 2 times 37. 2 times 37, 74. Alright, so your angle A is 74, your angle B, your angle B is already, that was given. That's 142. C is the same as A. Alright, so this is the measure of A and the measure of angle C. The measure of angle E and D, that's going to be the same. So let's do the measure of angle E. That's 3 times 37 plus 14. And I got 125 degrees, and that's also the measure of angle D. Does anybody have any questions? Again, you've been doing this most of the year with triangles. Now you're just going to be doing the same type of problems today with different shapes. But you're going to have to find the sum of the angles based on the shape. And the sum of the angles is going to be based on the number of sides in the shape. Alright, so let me give you some practice to do today. Your practice is going to be on page 397. One through 4. Then over on the next page, 12 through 19. And then why don't you try 54 through 57?